Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. Gonna have a good time just doing some roster reviews, having some fun, just kind of figuring stuff out right now. I am looking into a new thing in our server, but got everything worked out, and let's get into it. I unfortunately have work today, and so I'm not actually going to be able to stream GAC today. But I figured I'd do a roster review stream because we hadn't streamed in a couple days, and so we were going to do a roster review stream now, and then we'll, jump into GAC first thing tomorrow, have some fun, that kind of thing. The GAC tomorrow, we're not only going to be looking at, doing some GAC, but also maybe getting raided by someone else, or raiding someone else. We're going to see if we can raid Arnold, actually, considering the time period that I have that I can stream for, so we'll see what he's got done. Oh, so nice. 2 droid brains. So freaking helpful. So for roster reviews, I will throw it in the chat, but it's basically, if you go to the Discord, the link is in the description. If you go to the Discord, there's a section for roster reviews. You just type in your ally code, and we do those first. If you don't have Discord, you can always just throw it in chat. Make sure you put 3 numbers X, 3 numbers X, 3 numbers. Otherwise, YouTube will recognize it as spam. Keep in mind that we do Discord first, and then we do chat. So if someone comes up in chat and they want one, we're going to put it at the end of the list of all the Discord people. So let me grab our overall just explanation that I can pin to the top. Control C. Got stuff in my way today. Hey, Beaver? I have no idea how to say your name. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you on one of our streams before. So welcome, my friend. Okay. Hey, Static. Welcome, welcome. We're seeing a lot of people that I don't recognize, honestly. TRGYT. I have no idea how to say that. Trigget. Welcome, Trigget. Okay. And we're gonna go over here. Looks like we got hello as our first one. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. Hello. But yeah, go ahead and throw your current farm, previous farm, your favorite team, that kind of stuff. Hey, Anthony, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna kind of lean back today just because, there's no point for me being up close and personal when we're just doing roster reviews. Okay, Swago is dead. Nice name, nice name. Ugh. Okay. Oh, looks like you got a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So you just got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You're getting Relic and Kyro on him. Makes sense. After I get him to Relic, I'm going to farm Darth Revan and then JKCK. Got it. Hello. Sounds good. I'm loving the Relic 5 Wampa already. You do have a team for JKCK, but I would like to see these guys come up a bit. Get a Relic 5 Jedi Knight Revan, get a Relic 7 Jedi Knight Luke. Just so that way they can pull off everything they need to pull off. Let's kind of see what you got going on. Where's your P's? Okay, so you have your Captain Rex. You're not sleeping on your Phoenix team that you have here. Is JKCK just a PP for you? I mean, Darth Revan's definitely a PP for you. Because, it's a good... I'm not saying it's a bad team. Darth Revan's a great team. It's just, kind of out of the way. I'm guessing you're just kind of adding into your Jedi Knight Revan. You're already halfway to Malak, so you might as well go all the way. We're here for long, just want to stop by. Thanks, Nex, for getting that General Kenobi. Yeah, he's your PP. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'm not going to shame anyone's PP. It's fine to have a PP. You know, a little PP doesn't hurt anyone. I would like to see Savage first, though. So finish your SLKR and then please Relic 5 your Savage. And then I would circle back around to that Darth Revan farm. I don't think Darth Revan's going to be misplaced in here. Obviously, you already have a Jedi Knight Revan team going, which means you probably have enough to get the Light Side Malak event, or you're close to. Kyrotechs are killing you. Yeah, and that's the nice thing about a Darth Revan farm, as well as JKCK, is you kind of have the time to get some more Kyros. Although JKCK is very Kyro intensive, so I will warn you about that. Like, honestly, if I were to give you, like, my opinion, I would probably go for Darth Revan into Malak and say 100% go for that. And then I would take a little bit and just leave JKCK on the back burner. He's about to become, you know, part of the fully, like, full-time legendary events, so like you can leave it on the back burner for a bit. His requirements are all becoming double drop farmable and everything, so just leave it on the back burner for a bit to prevent you from having to go into that much Kyro debt. And probably I would go into Jedi Master Luke instead, because you're really close to Jedi Master Luke. I also don't like the fact that you have a lot of resistance. Like, you don't have everything, obviously. You didn't buy the full pack, but you did buy the Holdo bundle, looks like. And so it's kind of painful to, you know, see this not being gone for Rey. I did a long trip at 7 stars, so I just switched Dr. Aphra instead of JKCK. That's the thing, is your account is really close to a couple really big farms, and so like having a trip at 7 star is good and all, but it means you're gonna have to farm 3 more characters, 2 of which are going to be Cantina battle characters, which are very hard to get in. Yes, they're cheap Cantina battle characters, but that's also taking away from your relic farming. And I mean, you can see here you need a higher relic for Traya. Your guild's gonna help. Thank you for that. You're gonna need some relic levels in that Savage as well as that SLKR. Hey Jan, welcome. Nick, welcome. Dr. J, welcome. So honestly, I would probably go for something you already have some investment into. So do Darth Revan as a PP, and then go JML, and then you can circle back around to JKCK, and JKCK will fit perfectly in your roster. And that's why I'm suggesting JML. Yeah, that would be my suggestion, is Darth Revan, JML, Rey. Or if you want that PP, if you really love Cal Kestis, and I get it, go Darth Revan, JML, JKCK, Rey. And you'll do amazing things, honestly. Reckless, welcome. It's good to see you, dude. Yeah, Aphra is one of those ones you get last, because unlike with Starkiller, where you get a whole bunch of things that help out a whole bunch of different teams, instead it's all self-contained and like doesn't really work with anything else. And so I don't suggest Aphra in general unless you're like you have a very strong PP, you know. And I get it, some people have a strong PP. Me myself, I tend to have weak PPs. So bro, I only need 5 more ultimate ability materials to get ult on the SLKR. Hey, if you can get through it with less Zetas, you can get through it with less Zetas. That's why I made that guide, is so that way people could. I would put all the Zetas on him, but good news is you don't technically need to. But yeah, just looking at this account, so keep in mind, we did mention your path. You said Darth Revan, JML, JKCK, Rey. Put in front of that the addendum of finish your SLKR, and then finish your finish your Savage. So Savage and SLKR should be done first, and then from there go into JML, which will set you up to go into that JKCK farm, as well as give you time to farm shards for the JKCK event, as well as then from there you can go into Rey, and then into whatever your next PP is going to be. Dr. J, yeah, so you want Cruise Leader if you want a team immediately in just general Grand Arena, and so it'll be super helpful. And then Hux is unique, and those are the only 2 that you need to be able to get through the SLKR event. And then once you get SLKR, you can start pumping Zetas in him, and if you have 3 Zetas, you'll be able to get through the entire event. So, has he farmed Zori? That is an excellent question. I would hope, since he watches my channel, and he has watched my channel for a long time, that he does. Because this guy was one of the first ones that ever won anything on my channel. He does have a Zori. No Zetas, but he has a Zori, and that's what's important. I do need to see Finn, though, if he has a Zori. And Finn's only at gear 11 with no Zeta. So, Aiden and Zori are my 2 women of choice. Absolutely. I like a woman who takes charge, you know? That's just how it works. Ugh. Justin Legolas, welcome, welcome. Not a bad thing to spend your Zetas on, honestly. But if you're like, okay, I'm not going to tell you to put the Finn Zeta on. Because honestly, you don't have a Relic Finn, you don't have a high gear Zori, and you're not going for Rey just yet. But I will tell you this, if you hit the point where you're like, I need more teams for the area I'm in Grand Arena, throw that Finn Zeta on. That's when I'd put it on, so. I'm his man of choice. Oh gosh, Pyomai, welcome. We'll take a quick look at your mods just overall, kind of see how you're doing for mods. I do like seeing Jedi Knight Revan up this far. Yeah, you're doing great. Exactly what Anthony said. You're doing great so far. Finn first, then Zori, yes. And Zori's the only Zeta you need for the Rey event. So, if you want to like pre-prep and kind of see how the Rey event will go, you can always take a look at my first video I ever put out on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Like, I'm considering re-recording it and like getting one where I have my face and everything, but honestly, I mean, I don't see the point too much, so. Would you stop hitting my blinds, Mara? I'm watching Star Wars Rebels to introduce Phoenix to my girlfriend before we dive into the Ahsoka series. Man, Hera is... Oh, yeah. Hera is very bossy boss, yes. Dude, I hated the first season of Rebels so much. Oh, hold on. I've got a new mention. There we go. Yes, I appreciate it, Was the Matter, for getting that ready for us. Okay, sweet. Hey, Swag Frog, welcome, welcome. But yeah, what's the matter? I don't know if you're in chat right now, but I appreciate you. Thank you for getting that done. It was just an idea I had all of a sudden. I was like, ooh, I really like this idea. And then I messaged you and you're like, ah, yeah, I got it. So thank you for that. So we now have a, just quick for all of you, we now have a role that you can get in the Discord where you just, it's a reaction roll. So you react to it, you get the roll, and that way I can ping that roll every time we start roster reviews. And so that way, if you want to try and get on the roster reviews, you can be able to, you know, have a ping when we finish Grand Arena and we're jumping in if you don't have time to tune into the Grand Arena. So, oh, what is today? Today's Wednesday? I don't know. Yeah, there's an episode of Bad Batch today. I don't know what episode it would be. No spoilers, guys. No spoilers. I don't have time for watching it today, and I watch it with my roommate. So, okay. Going back to our roster review channel. Woo! There's our roster review channel. Okay, and so we're looking at speeds real quick. 295. Ooh, I need to check if I, Can I go into this real quick? Live control room. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. I just needed to make sure that my settings were correct. Okay, sweet. So, Bosk being fast is not a bad thing. 286. What? Were those all connected? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not bad mods. So yeah, honestly, your mods are looking fairly decent. I would like to say First Order Officer faster than Hux is going to be super helpful for the event going forward. So I would suggest upping that speed. But overall, it looks like you kind of have a good grasp of what characters should be modded well. And in general, your mods are between 60 or 90 for all characters you use, basically. So I'm not going to complain much about your mods. Your mods are looking good. But that is the one thing, yeah, First Order Officer slightly faster than Hux. It does a lot because it allows you to basically Supreme Leader Kylo Ren pokes, and then First Order Officer passes turn, and then he swipes, and so he's immediately starting to siphon and build up ultimate charge, and then Hux passes it back to him and resets his cooldowns, and you do it all again. So, hey, Luke Gaming, welcome, welcome. Okay, need your opinion, Beaver. I think I've made a choice, but need insight. Do I blow 6,000 crystals on mostly refreshing finalizer event to get SLKR event started tomorrow? Ooh. Yes. Swag Frog, yes. The reason I say yes is because specifically, you got 10,000 crystals in the bank. Yeah, I was assuming you can afford it, period. If you're asking the question, I'm assuming you can afford it in your budget. So I want to say why, though. You have a week and a half until lock-ins for 5v5, which means you could have an SLKR. And if you spend a little crystals, if you spend a little money, we'll see, just depends on the packs that come around, you could have SLKR with his ult in a week and a half. Not likely, but regardless, you could have a Relic SLKR coming into 5v5, which is huge. So I do it. Now is the time for everyone to panic farm. That's kind of why I want to do some roster reviews, and I'm going to be trying. I might add in a couple more streams throughout this week, because I kind of want to make the week leading into the week off from Grand Arena our big roster review section for our channel, so that way people can get in their panic farms before we run into our 5v5 or our 3v3 the next month. Heck yeah, Swag Frog, that's what I like to hear. But yeah, unless you're planning on buying the packs and you have all the Zetas and everything, I wouldn't suggest rushing the ult. I agree, Luke. I feel like it's going to take me months to get SLKR's ultimate unlocked. No, because all you need is Relic 4 and 3 Zetas, and you have Gear 12 and 6 Zetas. So you're already on your way. You get that First Order Officer faster than that Hux. You're going to have zero problems. So I say free to play, typically it takes about a month. 21 days to a month with refreshes up to, I think, 50s is about the area that you'll be in. So I don't think it'll take you long whatsoever. Oh yeah, 6 Swag Frog. You're gonna do great then. Yeah, I would definitely go in all in on that. Exactly, Static. Yep. You do want to be careful with Phasma, because Phasma will kill off your characters faster, but it still works, yes. Colin, if you're 100% free to play, yes, to a certain degree. If you're trying to go hard on one character, I think that maybe yes, if it's a character that's going to beef up your roster. So like if you have Rey and you're going for Ben, I think that it's worth saving up the 2,200 for a refresh. But if you're spending money for that refresh, don't. If you're spending money for that refresh, then go buy the Conquest Pass Plus and get an extra of every single tier, because there's no point for you spending 20 bucks to get one use of a tier instead of spending 30 and getting one use of every tier and speeding all of them up. So overall, I think there are instances. I don't think every character should be. Like, you shouldn't be doing it on Boba Son of Jango. You shouldn't be doing it on Maul, because that's an entire team you're gonna have to farm up. But if it's something you already have the team kind of sitting there, I definitely think it's worth it. Okay, Dakota Honaker coming in with the $5. It's good to see you. It's been a little bit. Okay, we will get to your roster review right after we finish with this one. I just want to look over this guy's ships, and then we'll jump into yours. Thank you for donating to the Jar 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 Jar. We are getting very close to our Relic 9 Jar Jar. I'm putting as much as I can into it on my side. Keep working on the Echelon. I can see that you have the 2 stars. Keep working on it. Hello. Okay, Ripjaw, sick. We throw it in the roster review section and we'll try to get to it. I'm going to try and speedrun roster reviews. I'm kind of taking a second to talk with you guys a little bit here at the beginning, but I'm going to start speedrunning these as much as I can. Okay. So, yeah, let's kind of go through your stuff. Hello, definitely think that you should fit Executor into your farms. Like, honestly, just looking at the fact that you already have 7-star here, like, fit Executor in. Maybe it's after JML, maybe it's after Ray, but fit Executor in this year. I definitely think that'll be super, super helpful for this account. And keep working on the Echelon. I think that's also going to be super, super important for this account. So those are the 2 things that I'd really focus down. And then keep on the back burner this fleet right here. So, you know, as you come towards the end of the year, when you have a JML, you have Ray, you have Executor, start looking at getting an Iden Versio and a TIE Defender to kind of complete this fleet so you have another fleet. And at that point, you're kind of set up to go either all Rebels or go into Sith Eternal, either way you want to do. You're kind of setting up your account for just a lot of really solid farms in a row. But personally prefer Hux faster than Officer, first SLKR the poke, then Hux passes, SLKR poke, then Officer passes. Yeah, a Siphon's for 80, but there's Dakota popping up. So keep in mind, you're gonna poke, he's gonna pass, you're gonna siphon, and you'll siphon for 80 because you're siphoning from the person you just stunned. And so you're going to get 80 right there, and then poke again, you are now up to 80, and then your next siphon is going to be 160. And so your overall increase is going to go faster going the other way. So, especially because you want to be able to try and swipe as often as you can, because the swipe is what builds up your ultimate charge faster as well. So, I get where you're coming from, Jan. It's just better with the First Order Officer, though, because you can get the double swipe in, and the double swipe is what gives you both more overall mastery, but also more just overall ultimate charge. Okay, Dakota, let's jump into yours real quick. I am already getting super dehydrated, which is crazy because this is my 2nd water bottle. That's what happens when you monologue on camera, guys. The guy starts monologuing. There I am. He has me on a silver platter, and he's monologuing. Some side quests. Oh, yes, some immortal peepees, if you will, swag. Okay, you're finishing Ray and thinking of going to Gas, Jedi Knight Luke, then to Jabba. That's quite the investment of raid currency as well as Mark II get currency. I'm just saying, Dakota. Yes, I do remember reviewing your account. I don't remember much about your account, but I appreciate it, Dakota. But I always love coming back to accounts and seeing them, seeing how they've improved and kind of going from there. Jared, I'm currently working on front linking up, both Savage and front linking up. I may be just confused. Savage, it won't be like you told me to. I don't remember if you told me what relic levels to take. Dude, your autocorrect is killing me, Jared. Your relic levels for Savage is going to be relic 5 is my preference, but the rest I'm not sure what the other character you're referring to, because you're yeah, your stuff is killing me. I love the Incredibles quote. I'm glad someone got it. Okay, so taking a look at this account, you're going for Ray and you're thinking about Gas. Is Gas for the new raid? Is that my question to you, or is it just a PP for you? Either way, I don't think it's a bad farm for you, honestly, because I am seeing quite a bit of Galactic Republic lying around in this roster. Like Padme, Anakin, General Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano. All you need is Shaak Ti, and you're done. And even then, Shaak Ti looks like she's almost done. You're very close to him. Okay, so he's not super, like, a huge PP or anything. Plus, he gives you a couple teams, so not a bad thing whatsoever. And you already have a 7-star Grievous, which is huge. And so you can get a Grievous team going as well. I guess the only thing you're not close to is probably the 501st. Yeah. You have him at 7-star, though, which is a big start. Just see the droids up? Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely see that. It'll also be good for the raid in general, we're assuming. Obviously, I can't speak exactly what's in the raid, but, you know. It's not so much that Gas himself is in the new raid, but specifically the requirements to Gas, I'm sure, will be in the new raid. I don't know if Gas is going to be a specific one, but I'm guessing it's going to be Galactic Republic and Separatists as the 2 tags with Gungans, and they're going to do something similar to, what is their names? The Crate Dragon raid, where they kind of just choose a couple factions and then those factions can be used in it. And so I'm guessing it's going to be Galactic Republic, Gungan, Separatists, and maybe one more, we'll see. But that's kind of the 3 that immediately I'm like, okay, yeah, those are definitely going to be the ones. So I like a lot of Galactic Republic, like Padme, like obviously has to be part of it. Padme is going to be in there. She's one of the best people with Queen Amidala, just based off of the kit looking at it. And like, you know, it just makes sense to throw Galactic Republic at it. So we'll see. Could change. But yeah, no, Queen Amidala and Gungans need to be like the top characters in the team. And the fact they added the Stap shows they're probably going to add in Grievous as another team for it. And so, you know, getting your Gas up is going to get your Grievous team going. And so, you know, that's basically what I'm talking about right there. So I would like you to, I really would like you to work on your 501st sooner rather than later. Who are your droids that haven't been relicked? Your next one should be B1. B1 is your damage dealer in that event. And so he should be your next gear 13 out of those characters. Because he'll get you the Gas faster. So even if you don't finish the team, you can technically do it with just B1 relic. I've seen it before, but it's really bad RNG. But that is your damage in that area, so you're going to want to use B1. I do want to see this Dark Trooper relic up as well. Yeah, I'm hoping for huge things for Separatists. But yeah. So yeah, I don't think Gas is going to be a bad farm for you whatsoever. And you said Gas into what? Jedi Knight Luke, then to Jabba. Okay. I don't think Jabba's going to be bad either, because you'll have a defensive Galactic Legend in Rey. You've got a couple offensive things. Jabba's going to be an excellent defensive Galactic Legend. You are closer to JML, but you have enough in this roster that I think you don't need JML immediately for offense. So I definitely think Jabba's going to be more helpful for mods. So I think you're on a great path, dude. I don't think you're going to have any problems with where you're going. I would like to see you at some point relic that Dark Trooper. I think that should be on your list and just on the lookout. And I also, if you're going to take Gas up and you're going to get Gas, I do want to encourage you, please make it a full farm. So make sure you get Gas to relic, make sure you get your 501st to relic, make sure you get your General Grievous to relic. Make it a full farm. I would appreciate it. But otherwise, you know, looking solid, dude. And I appreciate the $5 as always. It helps with the Jar Jar fun and it helps with me surviving. So we'll kind of just check on your mod fall off, but I'm assuming you've got some solid mods. Yeah, everything usable is between 60 and 90. No, Dr. J, I don't. I've been considering making one, but I don't have one currently. I can certainly whip one up for you, Dr. J, in the next week or two. Right now, I've been slaving over our Grand Inquisitor breakdown video. Not so much of the kit, but breakdown of the event. And it has been a nightmare recording it and trying to get it done. But it's finally almost done. Looking at your ships, this is another part where you don't want to sleep on. So if you're going to go for Gas, you need to finish this fleet. I love seeing the BTLB already here, and it looks like you've already done that. And so absolutely beautiful. Swag, it is a horrible event, but I found a way to first try basically every single node, and I'm so excited for it. And it killed me to frickin' test it out. I literally was sitting there for like 3 hours yesterday before I went to Dune, because I went and saw Dune 2 last night, which was really, really good. But I spent like 3 hours testing, and I finally got it right after like hours upon hours of remodding and working on things. There's an easy way to do it, and I'm going to show it off. Yes, I'm suffering so you don't suffer. That is the point of this channel. Yeah, Relic 7 Inquisitors minus the second sister. Yeah. Did it fresh with no guides. Yeah, it's a pain. Hey, Dusk, welcome. But yeah. Solid looking account, dude. You looks like you got a good path set up. I'm not worried too much. You're looking sexy. Just make sure you're finishing your farms when it comes to gas. You know, finish the 5.0 first. That's one of the big things I see is they get gas and they don't finish it. Get it. Finish it, please. So, I think Riva is the answer. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, I finally did watch Dune, and solid 9 out of 10. Okay, here's Rabid Beaver's spoiler-free review of Dune 2. I think that if they keep going at the way they're going with Dune 1 and 2 into the next movie, I think that Dune could be the next Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, big franchise of just amazing movies that's sci-fi or fantasy, because like I went through that entire movie and the suspension of disbelief stayed the entire time. I was never sitting there, I was like, okay, or like, you know, sitting there like, oh, that was unbelievable, things like that. It was all very much like I was invested in the movie the entire time. It was very fast paced through the whole movie, which I wish it would have slowed down at a couple different times, but they did a really good job of keeping the pace and not making it feel rushed or confusing. And just overall, it was a really cool movie, really, really well done. The music is solid. They do a great job. It's very different. If you're looking for something like epic scores like Star Wars, it's not like that at all, but its score fits the atmosphere of the movie perfectly. And so overall, really great movie. I just think it was missing a little bit of emotional depth. Otherwise, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me. So to get a roster review, you go to the Discord, you throw in your name, and then we get to you as soon as we can. If you don't have Discord, you can throw it in chat, but we get to you last. And if you want to skip the line, especially if we're running low on time, you can always donate and get one sooner. You get to the top of the list if you donate any amount. GAC is not going to happen for me today because I have work, unfortunately. And so we're actually going to do Grand Arena tomorrow. GAC opens in 56 minutes right now. So you guys can do yours, but not mine. Spoilers. Did I say anything that's spoilery? I don't think I did. I just went over the atmosphere, the feel of the movie, the fast-paced nature. That's about it. Absolutely burn me alive. Should I do a double refresh Cantina battles for Signal Data, trying to get crew up to Relic 7? I mean, if you're going for SLKR, this is the time to panic farm him, but I don't know how close you are. So, you spoiled that it's a good movie. Yeah, if you're looking for an excellent movie to see in theaters, Dune 2 is the one to go to. Honestly, I'm very happy that I got the time to go see it. Jeez, there's so many people. Okay, we're going to start bum rushing roster reviews, guys. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. My ADHD is getting to me. Static, let's jump into yours. Dakota, I hope that helped you out, but honestly, there's not much I can say besides you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing and make sure that you're finishing the side farms. Additionally, once you get to Jabba, make sure you get Bosch, Leia, and Chrysanthemum. After you get Jabba finished, get them up to Relic 7, Relic 8, that area. Otherwise, your Jabba team is going to struggle, both in events and in PvP. Okay, Static. Static, you said just got Jabba, getting Bane going. Ooh, I love seeing a Bane coming into account. Bane is amazing. Absolutely sexy. If you want to see me just laugh my butt off using him, go look at my YouTube shorts as of recently. Then Inquisitors. Inquisitors, is that for your guild? Static, is that for your guild? Or is that your choice? This is very important. Do you have Scythe, and is it for your guild? JKCK or Leia, any tips are appreciated. Okay, so you just got Jabba, you have JML. JKCK means he'll fit in. Okay, you like ships. That's fine. And you have the TIE Interceptor, which makes sense. Do you have enough shards for the Scythe yet? Is my question. Static. JKCK or Leia. JKCK or Leia. Okay, you have enough shards for Scythe, then I 100% understand it. Most people, I immediately warn them away from Inquisitors unless their guild's pushing for it, because they're not worth it. Not by any means are they worth it if you are just going for it yourself. And so I'm glad that you have the ships ready, so that way it's a good farm for you. I do suggest starting with Second Sister, so that way you can get your pilot up first, and then going from there to finish the rest. And lucky for you, I will have a Grand Inquisitor guide for you. Okay, so you're getting Bane, going Inquisitors, and then JKCK or Leia. At that point, Leia will be double drop farmable, but it'll kind of be up to you. If you're still struggling with Malguses, I don't know how often you see Malguses in your echelon, in the upper echelons, not the TIE echelon, but the upper echelons. Then go get JKCK. If not, go in for Leia, because Leia is going to be double drop farmable. She's a great galactic legend. You're really close to her. I'd go for that, honestly. But JKCK does fit in this account really well, so I would look into getting it soon. Do you have a Malicos? Because if you have a Malicos, I'd move it up higher in the priority list. You do have a Malicos. When do we get the bathroom tour? Dude, you missed it, Nexus. We had a foot reveal on a stream a couple days ago because we had our max we've ever hit on a stream. We hit, I think it was 62 was the total. I'll have to double check. But anyways. Terran Malicos. You have a Terran Malicos here. That changes things. Okay. Since you have Terran Malicos Static, I do want to switch around what I just said, and I apologize for switching around the things that I suggest. 100% finish getting your Bane. Go for your Inquisitors, but I want you to go JKCK and then Leia. I think that is amazing as for where you should go, because you already have a Malicos to use. I do want to add a small addendum. If you have a couple extra Omicrons lying around right now, start leveling up that Malicos and get some Omicrons on him, because for now you can put him with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and not only is that just a really great team in general, but it also makes it so that way you can have basically 100% win rate against those pesky Holdocrons. So definitely something to look at. I definitely think you should get yourself a Malicos ASAP. But for now, I think your farming plan is great. I would just add Malicos into the side. Let's check for holes just really quick. I'm not seeing a whole lot that I'm already being like, oh no. Oh my gosh, Bane. I love it. Let's see. You see, even you're relicking your Dark Trooper. I love seeing that, dude. You're doing solid work. Your Inquisitors are already started and going, which is great. You dropped him temporarily for Bane, which is 100% a killer choice. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad choice whatsoever, because Bane is better than Malicos. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of holes. If I were to suggest a PP, if you just want a fun PP, I know you've already kind of put a little bit of work into it, but getting yourself some, that's Darth Maul, where is it? Mandalorians. Getting yourself some Mandalorians with the Gar Saxon Imperial Super Commando, I think would be a lot of fun to throw in this account. It's not something you necessarily need, but it is a really fun PP if you want a side PP. But as for overall with your current farms, I think you're on the right path. I don't think I'm going to have to yell at you about really anything. Like, you have the Relic Iden. I wonder if you have... Yeah, okay, you have Leviathan done. Sweet. What's that relic? Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Whoops. Okay. Let's see that, those relic levels. Not bad for relic levels. I would like to see higher relics going forward, but that's more of a once you've kind of finished everything else kind of thing. Dude, I'm loving looking at your account. You're doing some amazing stuff in here, dude. I love it. So yeah, I have no critiques. I think you're doing great. I just increased that Malicos. Replaying KOTOR again because I lost my save after Jedi Council stuff. Oh, that's sad. I'm using mods from KOTOR. Yeah, that's awesome. I used one mod last time I played it, and I only got a little ways into it, but I loved the mod that I got. I gotta be honest. Okay, solid work, Static. I love your account. Keep going, and I would love to see kind of the way that you're going. I think is absolutely perfect. Just get that Malicos in as a side project, and if you ever get to a point where you needed a good PP, consider the Mandalorians. Hey, Sinistral, welcome, welcome. Who is this? I actually, Wendigo. This is Wendigo. Hey, E-Man. Wendigo said, just farmed Imperial Troopers, farming CLS, Night Sister, Executor Rex. Night Sister's an interesting one. That's definitely a PP right there. Okay, Jonas, this is you. Got it. But yeah, that's definitely a PP if I've ever seen one. Okay, so Imp Troopers, CLS, Night Sisters, and Executor Rec. Waiting for a 5-star finalizer for SLKR. 100% I think is a great setup to an account. The Night Sisters are definitely a side PP, and if I didn't know they were a PP, I would drop them. So, oh, you're going Assault Battle Farms. Interesting, interesting. You know, honestly, let's see. Yeah. I mean, if you really... I feel like Challenge Tier 1 is as far as you really need to go for the Assault Battles to actually building the teams for it. And you can do that with a Captain Rex. And so I'd almost drop Night Sisters if you're just looking for Assault Battles. Because you can just do it. I'm using my Gear 12 Captain Rex with the rest of my Phoenix and doing Challenge Tier 1, no problem. So, I don't know. I might drop Night Sisters if I were you. But it's up to you. If you really want that Challenge Tier 3, go for it. CLS, great farm. Imp Troopers, great farm. Where's your Dark Trooper? Your Dark Trooper should be relic at this point. Yep, Dark Trooper relic. Yeah, you can also do Tier 2, but you do need a relic for Crex for that one, I believe. I haven't been able to do it myself. So yeah, I honestly, I don't see a problem with most of your dank ideals. Farming Jedi Knight Revan. Not a bad PP, honestly. But yeah, so it sounds like you're kind of spreading yourself out a little much. I will warn you about that. I would like you to finish SLKR. I would like you to finish Executor, and then I would like you to finish Rey. All three of those are going to be a great kind of in a row thing. The one thing I'm worried about that I'm not seeing in here is this sexy man right here. Yeah, your Star Killer is only a Gear 8. And so honestly, I would take a break from a couple of your side farms that you have and get your Star Killer up to Relic 5, like ASAP. All you need is there is much conflict in you. That's the only Zeta you need, and you can do a lot of work. So just one Omicron, no Zetas, and you're going to be able to have an immediate, really good team. So, yeah, you're lacking Omis, but it shouldn't take you too long. Especially because you're probably getting 1 to 2 Omicrons every time the Galactic Challenge rolls around. So, you're working on your Echelon. I love to see that. You're working on your Bomber for your Executor Regs. So overall, you're doing good stuff on your overall. I do want to warn you for your Scoundrels. You're going to want to relic your BAM at some point. Gear 8 is not fun for the event for the Executor, but that's definitely an after SLKR. So overall, kind of farming guide or farming plan I would do is... Ooh, congratulations, E-Man. That's awesome. I would 100% try to get your Star Killer done before you head into SLKR, finish SLKR, come out the other side, go into Executor, and then go from there into Rey. And I think that'll be the best thing you could do. Can you find your Discord chats fast somehow, like searching like this? What do you mean? Discord chats. Is it Discord? Is that what you're talking about? DC? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, you there is a search bar. But yeah, honestly, I don't think your account's looking bad. Let's just take a quick look at your speeds. I do like seeing Piet fast in a room to find your comments. Yeah, you can just look up someone's name and it'll pop up with everything they've said in that chat. 302. 302 is a little low for being your fastest character. I would like you to start working on your mods a bit more. So Starkiller, mods, SLKR, kind of your next big things to work on, because your modding is just okay, and you can tell a lot of this has to do with the fact that you have lightspeed bundles. So just start working on your mods hardcore. Congratulations, Joshua, that's awesome. But yeah, buckle down on mods, and then you kind of have your goals from here on out. I might drop the Night Sisters if I were you. If they're a PP, go for it, but like, you can do most of the assault battle with just, you know, your Krex. So yeah, that's sad, E-Man. Fair. Okay, let's jump into regrettably P2P. Control C, Control V. Yeah, so I would probably drop them if they're not a PP. So this is regrettably P2P. I don't know what your name is in YouTube, but currently farming the Malicos team. Interesting, interesting. Gotta love a Malicos. And shard farming with JKCK. I mean, those go hand in hand. Previously finished Trench and Ben Solo. Okay. I don't like Trench. I'm sorry. maybe I'm a dick. I don't know. Okay, so looking at your speeds, you obviously know who to get fast. Is there anyone specifically that you want me to look at for modding, like teams or anything? Because overall, your modding's looking good. We got some good over 300 speeds. I would like to see Cat at 350. But like, you got quite a bit of characters that are over 300, it looks. I would like to see your Piet a little bit faster as well. I'm glad I could help, Joshua. Congratulations on your SLKR. Yeah, fair. I will 100% concede, Andy Nachos, that Trench is tied with Dad Bod Boba. Yeah, like, all of your characters have over 60 speed. You've got a lot of good 300 speed characters. There's a couple characters I take up higher, like Resistance Hero Finn. I'd like you to see higher. I'd like to see your Admiral Piet a little bit faster. So, like, there's a couple I'd like to see faster, but, like, overall, your mods are looking good. I like seeing your mods. This is definitely the spot in which I would look at getting Malicos, honestly. So this is solid. You have your TIE Defender Iden right here. Like, you're putting in work. I'm not seeing a ton that I'm worried about. Relic Razor Crest. GLs or gas. I mean, with the Trench Cron, it's kind of unbalanced at the moment because the Trench Cron's the thing that's making Trench good. But, like, you throw Adrad against it, zero problems whatsoever. Does he have a negotiator? Good question. Yes, he does, and he has his BTLB, which is sexy to see. You could consider getting your Marauder up sometime soon. You are kind of hitting that point where it's a good farm for you because you have kind of everything else. Yeah, I don't know, like, you know. Here, let's type in 874. Enter. Yeah, so like right here, I can just type it in and it shows up different stuff. So, I don't know. You could consider getting your Geo's Relic if you really wanted to, but honestly, I think you're on the best path for your current account. I don't definitely think it's not a bad thing to get. JKCK will fit with your JML. If you have a Malicos already, you're doing some solid stuff. I might consider, with how far along this account is, I honestly would consider a Star Killer, like, pretty soon, honestly. Like, that would probably be my suggestion for you soon, is getting yourself a Star Killer. It'll give you a boost to a lot of your different stuff. And he's literally one of my favorite side farms I've ever done. So. But yeah, JKCK, Star Killer, and Tajaba would probably be where I'd go with this account. Your fleets are looking beautiful, and I love seeing that. But. Okay. TRG Lunar, are you still here? Quite close to gas. Okay. I'm just going to call you Lunar because I don't want to try to figure out how to say Trigget. Okay, current farm is gas. Gas. If you're close to gas, these guys should be... He should be 7-star. Do you want to know how I got these scars? Yeah, like, okay. So, yeah, you're close. But you're not close to gas himself. Okay. My current farm is gas. First GL was SLKR before all Lightspeed bundles finished JML semi-recently. We'll get GG Droids up and probably Star Killer soon. Please finish your gas farm before you go for Star Killer. Favorite team is probably Wampa and CLS Rebels. Great teams. Although my previous account, which I lost, my favorite team was Gas, and I was blessed by RNGesus. Did it on my second run back in the day. Oh, heck yeah. Hopefully you get that good RNG again. For this guy? I mean, we could certainly check. Yeah, so it looks like he has some work to do. I would like to see a BTLB as soon as possible. So honestly, what I want to see out of this account, because I see what you got going, and gas was your favorite farm. So please don't sleep on your gas farm. Finish your negotiator fleet. Get yourself a BTLB. Finish your 501st. Finish your Geonosians. Your General Grievous. Just finish your gas farm fully before moving on. It's a big thing that I see a lot of people do where they're just like, oh, we'll just gear 12 to 501st. Don't do it. Finish the team, please. So it'll give you a good fleet. It'll give you a good start of just different teams. General Grievous is still a great team to this day. Same with gas. So don't sleep. At least Relic 3, yes. I prefer Relic 5 across the board, but if you're going to do Relic 3 for the 501st, please at least Relic 7 gas himself. But yes, Relic 3 across the board. You did have Relic 5 on your old? That's awesome. Okay, X-Wing, we will jump into yours next. Thank you for the $5, and I will jump in. Let me finish this account first. So I don't think gas is a bad farm for you whatsoever. You bought the Lightspeed bundles, it looks like, so that's why you have Rey. Let's just make sure you have the Finn Zeta, so I'm guessing you're not sleeping on your Zori. Let's check your Phoenix, make sure you're not sleeping on that. You are sleeping on your Phoenix, my friend. Gear 9 Rex, level 6 unique, all you need to make this team banger. I would rather have a Gear 9 Rex than anyone else of these Relic characters. Please stop sleeping on it. There's X-Wing coming in. Okay. But yeah, honestly, don't think it's a bad farm. It kind of breaks you into the other side of the game as well. After gas, do you have a plan in here? Doesn't look like you have a plan currently. I'm going to say Jabba or Leia, obviously. But if I were to give you like an exact one that's going to be super helpful, it's going to be Jabba. Because you have your 2 offensive Galactic Legends, you need your 2 defensive Galactic Legends. So, oh no, oh no. Are we gonna have the same problem we ran into in the last account? Where is he? I see her. Okay, we have a Relic 5 Mara Jade. Let's check our Sith. Okay, we don't have a talent. I thought you bought the Lightspeed bundle for Star Killer and then didn't level up your Star Killer again. Okay, we're good. We're good. I would like to see, since you have the Omicron on Traya, I would like to see a Savage at some point soon. Yeah, exactly what Andy said. But yeah, I mean, Star Killer is always an amazing side PB, but not technically necessary, so. But yeah, looking at your account, I like where your account is going. I would like to see a higher relic on your BAM. Especially considering you do have the Executor, right? Yeah, you have the Executor. I would like to see a higher relic on your BAM. You have the Echelon, which is awesome. You have the TIE Defender at least started, which is a good sign. So yeah, finish that Galactic Republic fleet, and then I would start kind of flushing out this Empire fleet, because you are going to be getting a TIE Interceptor soon. Just based off, I mean, soon is a relative term, of course, because it takes, you know, what, 7 months to get the TIE Interceptor. So, but you should be getting TIE Interceptor farm, or TIE Interceptor shards every single month, so. Overall, looking like a sexy account. Finish that gas, and please finish that gas. Don't just, you know, half do it. Fully finish that PP. So, awesome, dude. Love the account. Good job. I would suggest Jabba, but you are very, very open right now because you have Executor, because you have JML, and because you have Lightspeed bundles. Consider how open the game is. You could go Leia, you could go Jabba, you could go Profundity, or you could go Sith Eternal. You have these options open. If I were to suggest a direction, I would do Jabba, Profundity, Leia, and then Sith Eternal. But do it however you want to. Yeah, you're literally set up for greatness right now. With the Lightspeed bundles, it's set up your account to have so many big farms. Josh Bostwick, of course, you can always add your name to the Discord for roster reviews, and we will get to you when we can. Okay. Beautiful speed on Mara Jade. I love to see it, dude. I do want to see your First Order officer slightly faster than your Hux. But overall, your speeds are looking good, and I like seeing that. Justin, that hurts my soul. 240. Yeah, your mods are looking good, so keep going. You're not on Discord. You can throw it in chat, but the things in chat are on the bottom of the like priority list, and so we'll get there if we can. If you wanted to donate, you become top of the list immediately, which is why we're doing X-Wings next. So. Okay, let's jump into X-Wings. Moff is sad. I mean, still solid speed, regardless. Okay, so X-Wing said, help, I've somehow hit Kyber 2. Oof. I am so sorry, my friend. Kyber 2 is painful. I spent a week in Kyber 2 and I wanted to die. No problem. Lunar, hopefully it helped. Yeah, Kyber 2 is rough. Okay, so... yeah, that Relic 7 Terran Malicos, that is sexy. Okay, give me just one sec, guys. Oh, Relic 7 Boba, Scion of Donuts, why? Oh, it hurts my soul. At least there's no, like, actual investment in the character. Okay, give me just one sec. I need to grab a water bottle. My throat is dying on me. Here, Mark, come here. Right here. Where? Up here. Come on. You gotta keep him company. Come on. Right here. Yeah, up. I'll take it. Up. Come on. All the way. You got this. Good girl. Okay, sit. Okay, stay. Stay. Okay. Okay, down. Down. You one? Okay. Good girl. Did Mara keep you guys company? I hope she did. She's very talkative poopers, you know? Tyler Korth, welcome from the Broken Legion. I don't know anyone that's in Broken Legion right now. Yeah, I don't know why Mara didn't just review the roster for me. Gosh. Mara gave us the silent treatment. Okay, so looking at this account, definitely not a Kyber 2 roster, gonna be honest, which is sad. Because it's gonna be painful in Kyber 2, but I think you can pull things off, especially relying on that, Thanks, Tyler. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, I think you could, please tell me you at least have a Holdocron. You have a Raycron. Not as good as a Holdocron, but still. Not a bad thing to have. Makes this a lot rougher. Yeah, a Relic 5 Iden would be nice, but when you're looking at Kyber 2, going up to Kyber 2 from Kyber 3, you're... Whoa. You stop breaking things? You're grabbing your bone. Okay. Going from Kyber 3 to Kyber 2, you're gonna struggle hard. Okay, let's check this. Okay. Most of the development is focused on territory battles. Fair. You use the Raycron on Finzori. Okay. Definitely get yourself a Holdocron ASAP. It'll be super helpful in keeping yourself in Kyber 2. Dark Trooper, I definitely agree. Andy Nachos should be at the top of your list at some point soon because it's very helpful in a lot of different ways. Let's kind of just take a look at your fleets overall. That's not what I want to do. Because this is kind of the thing that really can keep you in Kyber 2 with zero problems, is if you have good fleets. If you have good fleets, you can stay in Kyber 2 all you want. So let's take a look at your capital ships overall. So you have Executor. So if you want quick and easy fixes, if you're just looking to stay in Kyber 2 for as long as you can, you want quick and easy fixes, the first thing you need is a Holdocron. Tyler Korth, welcome to becoming one of the damn elite. Thank you for becoming damn cool. Make sure in the Discord that your names match, or at least send me or the moderators a DM, and we will get you your membership in the Discord as well. But welcome to the damn community, my friend. So, just looking for like quick fixes for things that'll keep you in Kyber. I want you to get yourself a Holdocron ASAP, Relic Dark Trooper, and head for Profundity. If you wanted like a very quick, these are the things that you need to do to get to where you need to be, those would be my suggestion for staying in Kyber 2 as much as possible. But as for like easy fix, there's not really a great easy fix short of busting out your roster really wide as fast as you can, or just getting some really, really annoying teams. Hence the Holdocron and the Profundity. And so those will be your easiest ones to get to, is during this off season, get yourself a Holdocron and then get yourself a Profundity. So what does Dark Trooper do? He hits like a freight train, and so relicking your Dark Trooper basically gives you not only an Imperial Trooper team that can take down any Darth Revan teams, or any teams that don't have a lot of, you know, really, really good synergy. On top of that, you can clean up GLs with him. I clean up Lord Vader all the time with him. I, you know, clean up a solo SLKR all the time. Great cleanup team, just great in so many different ways. It's just bang, 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 everything's dead. So... Hey Caleb, welcome, welcome. It's going. We're trying to bust through as many rosters as we can. But yeah, if I were to give you a suggestion, that would be my suggestion for trying to get somewhere as fast as possible. So, Hey, Caleb Wheeler, welcome, welcome. If you're willing to invest some money in Datacrons, you could also get a Keller and Beck team going and have another GL killer squad for the next 4 months while you frantically try and assemble stuff for Kyber 2. But overall, those would be my suggestions to you. So I wish you luck in Kyber 2. It looks like your fleets are already in a semi-solid place, and I love seeing that. Like the fact that you have a Marauder and you have some Relict Bad Batch is great. You have some solid stuff going in here. I don't like the fact that your finalizer 1 star, but you're level 1 or whatever, but Dash Rendar needs to be at least gear 12. I mean, Dash Rendar needs to be Relic 7 for the Profundity, but yeah. But I need Throlo shards. Oh, that's so sad, Caleb. But yeah, so there's my suggestion to you, my friend, to try and get you from point A to point B. Profundity and getting yourself a Holdocron, I think, is going to be your 2 steps to staying in Kyber 2. As for other things, it's going to be more expanding your roster, getting more GLs, getting your things like Leia, and I basically do Profundity, Jabba, Leia all in a row, and get yourself those characters as fast as you can. At 2.75 million GP, no, Jan. Okay, so let me preface, Jan. Is it worth getting Garsaxon and Imperial Super Commando up to Relic 5? Yes. Is it worth making a full Mandalorians team before you get Maul? No. Imperial Super Commando and Garsaxon can duo gas. They can take down most teams that don't have great synergy. Great duo. I highly suggest Relic 5ing them. Don't get the full Mandalorians. You don't really have a place to put them until you get yourself a Maul. So that's where I'll leave it. Let's jump into the next roster. We're going to try and go through these as fast as we can. Tamoy. Timmy. What is your name, Tamoy? Yeah, no problem, X-Wing. I do wish you luck, and I wish I could, like, offer a bit more. But honestly, I think that is your best bet for staying in Kyber 2 and just going for the Rebel Triumvirate, you know? Trying to get all of those Rebel GLs, as well as getting that Profundity is going to be the thing that helps you most. Ooh. This account better have a Sidious Kron. Beautiful. Beautiful, my friend. I love seeing this. Okay, Colin. Already, I love the fact that you have a Kron for Rey's team, and you have a Kron for Sidious. That's great. Choosing TIE Defender and TIE Echelon right now? Why do you gotta choose between? Just, you know, spend more money, dude. It's just how it works. Okay, let's take a look at where your account is currently. TIE Echelon. You have the fleet done, you just need the TIE Echelon, and this can start pulling off Executor counters. So TIE Defender, I'd love to say get, but it can hold off for a while. You don't have TIE Interceptor. So just hold off on your TIE Defender for a bit. Start going for that Echelon. Once you finish that Echelon, you can jump right into that TIE Defender, or as soon as one of your other farms opens up, you can go for that TIE Defender. I'm not overly worried for you. Go at your own pace. Get that TIE Echelon. Oh, you even wrote down your YouTube as Colin Spear. Ugh, dude, I wish everyone would do that. Okay, should I farm TIE Defender since I have Chimera ready and powered, or should I farm the Echelon? Yep. Yeah. So, even with the low star finalizer, yes, absolutely. Like, by the time that you finish your Echelon, your finalizer should be 5-6 stars. And at that point, you'll be taking down Executors, no problem. Because the important part about Finalizer isn't the power of the Finalizer, it's the Finalizer speed. And so, yeah, you're at 4 stars, and so the finalizer isn't very fast. You're at 155 speed. But you also have to keep in mind this ability here, where the finalizer starts with 15 speed for each other active first order ally. So if you have the Echelon, the Silencer, and the Kylo Ren's command shuttle, that's a plus 45 speed you're adding to this. And so it's much faster than it looks. So there is a limit PHX, but it's an insane limit, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember though. Like I want to say it's like 10 times or something like that. What team does R2-D2 go on besides GL Leia? Unfortunately, nowhere. He doesn't really have a home outside of Leia. It's the first time he's been in the meta in a long time. You can throw him on like CLS and a couple other things, but really it doesn't matter. You just want to keep him away from things until he hits Leia. Yeah, weird rebels and weird resistances. Oh, here we go. If you are looking for a spot for R2-D2 and you have a relic R2-D2, Jedi Training Rey surprisingly works really well with R2-D2. So if you don't have like actual GL Rey, Jedi Training Rey with R2-D2 works really well. But that is like the only time I've ever seen R2-D2 put in work, is when I've run into that. R2-D2 could help with a 5v5 Gidme team. Rando is correct. Yeah, you could do Shorty. It's just he's gonna lose out. Like, let's see. Does this guy have a one we can look at? R2-D2. Like, everyone has to have at least unlocked. For each droid ally, offense for each Galactic Republic ally, max health for each... yeah, so, like, you're getting at least a beefy character. It's not necessarily great. GAC is in 18 minutes, but I also have work in 18 minutes, so unfortunately there's nothing I can do, E-Man. We'll be doing our Grand Arena tomorrow, unlike most weeks, but we're going to see if we can get raided and raid some people, so we'll have some fun tomorrow at least. Okay, I'm not going to go through the rest because I know we've recently gone through your roster, Colin, and so we answered your question. I'm just going to go on to the next guy. This next guy, he came in for a roster review. He's fairly new to the game, and so he was going to tell us where he wanted to go overall, and we kind of gave him some guidance of, like, you know, what we would suggest for where he goes, and so we wanted to know where he was going. I'm finishing Geo Farms and then working to SLKR. So the Geos is going to be excellent to getting you into a new guild. That's awesome, dude. I love that. You're already almost there. Just Geonosian Spy left. Sweet. You're finishing the Geos, and then you're going for SLKR. Finishing Padme's, work on Imperial Troopers. Love playing Padme and GIC. Okay, so you love your Padme team. You're going to go for Imperial Troopers. Both excellent teams. They're great starter teams. I like that. And then SLKR is going to be your main farm. I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. SLKR is still an excellent farm. Sounds good, Caleb. You have a great day. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Caleb Wheeler, I work for Pepsi as a merchandiser, so I go around to all the different stores and I fill Pepsi. So, speaking of which, I need to check my texts and see what people said, because depending on what happens when I work a night shift, I have to either start I either start normal and just do my normal route, or I have to go help someone. So okay, sweet. Yeah, I enjoy it. You know, it's definitely not like a end-all be-all job. Like, it's not where I want to end up overall, but it's a great college job. Like, it pays to double most things in this town that I live in, so I'm not going to complain whatsoever. Okay. Merchandising. Yes, baseball's the lunchbox. But yeah, yeah, exactly. We can go over to Uncle Scribe. We'll raid someone at the end. I'm sure there'll be someone going on right there. I usually Scribe streams at that point, as well as... oh, there's one other one. It's not Celiac Sarah. Who is it? Someone else does. We'll raid someone at the end. What's my dream job? I haven't figured it out. I love teaching. I mean, it may sound kind of immature, but my dream job would be able to, you know, just make content, honestly. But that's not really kind of something that I believe is both financially stable or something you can rely on. So ultimately, if I were to give you my perfect job that I would really love and enjoy, it would be a sign language teacher. I would really enjoy that. But really, I'm not hard to please. Anything that challenges me and I enjoy, I'm happy to do. So we can basically take everyone that's here and we can go jump into someone else's stream when our stream ends and just raid them with all of our views and like go say, hey, we're here from Rabid Beaver, things like that. So, you know, all of us streamers have been kind of working on figuring out how it works because they just added it to YouTube. So. But yeah, looking at your account, okay, so you're getting your Padme team up and running, which is great. Padme's a great early on team. Getting your Imperial Troopers up and running is also great. We talked a bit about those, the damn invasion, exactly. Check Discord. Okay, I'll check Discord. I love that on the cortisol. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Very beautiful. I love it. Thank you. Okay. And then going for SLKR, you already have the Relic 5 Hux, which is great. And so I think that's an excellent farm for you. It's an excellent starting farm. And you can kind of go along the same route that I did. So if you want a good video to kind of talk about your overall... let's see. I'd be Arnold... T101 farming guide. And so this is, I don't know which one this is, honestly. Let's go back. Here we go. We'll look at 2021's.
LegalZoom makes it simple to...
I don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, start.
Okay. So this is kind of what he did, which is go into getting Zetas using this fleet right here, and then going straight into the Finalizer, and being able to get basically SLKR as your first GL. And so I would go look up Arnold's old free-to-play guide. I definitely think that'll be very, very helpful. Yeah. So go look at not his last one, because I think his last one is for Jabba, is where he went for his first guide. Executor, Darth Revan. Yeah, so this is the Jabba guide. So look at any year but 2023, basically. Look at any of the ones from 2022, 2021. Those are the ones you're going to want to look at. So, yeah, I do love Arnold's old drip, too. So those would be what I'd look at for you, and those will kind of go over a really good way that he went for it. You do want to make sure that you're getting some ships and you're getting your Zetas ASAP. That's going to be something that's going to be huge for you that you want to work on. So you look at... hold on. Let's get over there. Big thing that should always be worked on is getting yourself this event right here. You need at least the second to last tier open of this, because you'll start getting Zetas. And so that's super important for any beginner team. You can do that with your Finalizer as you're working towards it. Instead of the ships he uses, you can work towards Finalizer. But regardless, you kind of have some Geos lying around. You've already got to start in it because you just need 5 or 6 dark side characters that are fleets. So overall, I think what you're doing is great. You also farming TIE Defender as well as Geo Sunfac ships. Sweet. Geo Sun, yeah, the Geos are great starting fleet by far. TIE Defender, great later on once you have an Empire fleet, but not going to be a bad thing to farm anywhere you are. So go all in on that Finalizer. Look up the Finalizer requirements. Mostly it's going to be bounty hunter ships. So you're going to need Houndstooth, which is one of the best ships in the game. You're going to need Slave 1. And then you're also going to need, I believe it's Xanadu's Blood. And those are the 3 that you need there. Then you're going to need the TIE Advance plus times 1. And then you're going to need the TIE Silencer, the First Order TIE Fighter, and the Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. So start working on those ASAP. They're the part that takes the longest when it comes to a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren farm. But yeah, overall, I'm glad you've chosen a direction. Keep going, dude. If you need help with mods, you can always look at my mod farming guides, but it looks like you kind of have a good spot to start in, and I love the fact that you're choosing a direction that a big streamer has already made a farming guide for us, and so you're able to take a look at that, because that's basically his farming guide is what I took and inspired my account around, and it really helped me get to the place where I'm at, and I'm at this point in Kyber 3, so... yeah, honestly, Caleb Wheeler, it is kind of weird, but hey, free to play is free to play. We do what we can. Okay, we're gonna jump into the next person, which is Jan. But yeah, so kind of focus down those 7 ships, and then start focusing down getting a Kylo Ren unmasked team of just First Order characters with that Hux. That is kind of your first 2 things I would do for an SLKR farm. So those 7 ships, and then get a Kylo Ren unmasked team going. Also, farming Kylo Ren unmasked, super easy to farm, and he also gives his ship. So, really, really nice. Jan, you still here? I'm at 4 Zetas on SKR, a few away from ult. Nice, working on resistance. GL Ray, farm, Radis, BB-8, and the Rays. Radis the ship, not Radis the character. I was really confused there for a second. Any extra gear goes into Jedi Knight Revan Jedi team. Okay. Come on. Copy the right one. Okay. What happens if we do hit the 1,000 goal up above with the Jar Jar? We get a Relic 9 Jar Jar day 1. That's what happens. And if we hit the full 500, we'll be able to Relic 9 Jar Jar day 1. If we hit the full 1,000, I will dress up in a Jar Jar costume for the unlock. But we are trying our best to get a Relic 9 Jar Jar as fast as we can, and you guys contributing kind of depends on how fast we can get it. I will give you guys an update after we go through this roster. Unfortunately, Jan, your roster is going to be the last one we go through. Because I don't have time for anything else. So, honestly, I'd like to see a Relic 5 Wampa ASAP. Obviously, you're putting all your Zetas into your SLKR right now. I would like to see that Finn Zeta ASAP, Jan. It'll help a ton. Just give you another team. Oh, let's see. What else we got? Zori's there. Zori has the Zeta that's needed to get Rey. It's just we need a Finn Zeta. That's what we're missing, Andy Nachos. Yeah, you got the Zori Zeta, which is great, but you need the Finn Zeta. I'll show you the difference between Finn with and without. That's kind of the big element for that team. Is the jump from Relic 4 to Relic 5 necessary? It's helpful. I will tell you it is helpful, but I'm not going to say it's make or break. It is in some battles, like for instance, if you're trying to solo a GL that's left over, like JMK, it's night and day difference. Finn. Hey, Castiel, welcome. It's been a bit. I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, so you look at this, resistance allies have defense, offense, and potency. Other allies have half that amount of enemies damaged by... Oh, sorry, we're looking at this one. Right here. It's just this is the only thing you get from his leader ability, but then you add the Zeta in. If an enemy is damaged by a resistance ally for each expose on them, that enemy loses 5% turn meter for each resistance ally, so that's going to be in 5v5. That'll be, 25%. And then all resistance allies gain 3% turn meter for each resistance ally, so 15%. And their cooldowns are reduced by 1. And so with all the exposes you get from Zori, it's just going to make this turn meter loop that constantly goes, that absolutely destroys. Yeah, you didn't even let anyone else get to it, Castiel. How dare you? But yeah, so that is what kind of starts the turn meter loop. So you have the Zeta to get the Ray, but you don't have the Zeta to get the Finn team going. Oh, I'm sorry, Castiel. That's rough. Were you able to, you know, go attend and everything? Yeah, no, I 100% get it. Dude, life always comes first. Yeah. If you need anything else, Castiel, just let us know. I don't know how much we can do besides distract you from whatever you're going through, but hey, if we can even provide a distraction, let us know. We're happy to go do, you know, whatever type of stream. I'll go stream RuneScape for a while if it distracts you, you know? Ships are getting better. That's awesome. Love seeing the Echelon being worked on. Dope. And hopefully you're going to be working on that Executor here soon. Heck yeah, dude. Should you put SLKR on defense? I would. I personally firmly believe your first GL should always be on defense, regardless of how bad of a GL it is, because you'll be able to fight your way out of Carbonite into several ways ahead Carbonite by just throwing your GL on defense. And honestly, SLKR is not a bad defensive team, because it's like, who's going to counter him? Jedi Knight Luke. Who has Jedi Knight Luke lying around in their roster? Or Starkiller. Who has Starkiller lying around in their roster at low levels like Carbonite and Bronzium? So I definitely think SLKR on defense until you get Ray is a great idea. Do you have the correct Zetas on him? I mean, I'm sure you do. You watch my videos, right? Yeah, Galactic Legend, Supreme Leader, and Stasis Strike are the 3 that you need for the event. You have Furious Onslaught, Press the Advantage will be next, and then Brutal Assault will be last. Honestly, yeah, looking sexy, dude. You're doing great. I love seeing it. Take a look at your speeds real quick. First Order Officer needs to be slightly faster than your Hux. I know you prefer it the other way, but it does help in a lot of different counters, including Jabba and Lord Vader. You're not using them on offense right now, so I can understand you not doing this anytime soon. You can just leave it, because I'd honestly rather see Sith Trooper on the team than First Order Officer when it comes to putting him on defense. It just is better for a defensive team. Yeah, looking good, dude. Yeah, Finn Zeta would be something I suggest in this account. Keep working on that Echelon. After Ray, keep an eye out for that Executor. After you finish SLKR, that Finn Zeta, dude. Finn Zeta is the one to go with. It'll give you a whole new team that's absolutely amazing. Okay, I do got to get going. I will show you guys a brief update on our Jar Jar farm. So we just spent 4,000 crystals just the other day to get our Boss Nass up to 50 of 100 shards. We are working on these guys overall. So Captain Tarples is at gear 11, almost gear 12, but we are a lot of shards away, so we're going to be purchasing shards as much as we can. Boss Nass will be 7-star tomorrow. And he's also very close to getting his Kairos that he needs to be able to go up to gear 10 and then gear 11. And then we'll need some more Kairos. But working hard on those Gungans. And of course, tomorrow we'll be getting our new Gungan. So keep an eye out. We will check. Yes, PHX. Anyone that I didn't get to, hit me up in the next stream, because I don't like doing roster reviews for people that aren't there. So hit me up. There is a new role in the Discord. You can react to it, and I will add that role whenever I start the roster review section of a stream. So that way we can jump in and have you guys do as much as you need for roster reviews. We don't know right now, Jan, when Jar Jar is coming, but we're assuming within the next month or so. So the more we can build up now, the better, because we need to get this done very quickly. We are getting close to our deadline. So, heck yeah, Jan, that's awesome. Okay, let's check who we can raid really quick. We're gonna jump in. Oh, looks like Scribe is going right now, and I think Scribe's the only one that I'm seeing right now. So we will jump into Scribe, I think. We'll double check to see if there's anyone else. but I'm pretty sure Scribe's the one we're going with. Details, customization, redirect. Okay, so there we go. Oh yeah, we could redirect to our own channel now. Okay, we're gonna go Scribe. Sweet. Okay. So I just fixed it, and so now what's gonna happen is basically I'm going to end the stream, and then you're gonna wait about a minute, maybe 2, because YouTube has to basically catch up and realize that I'm not just like glitching out and that the stream is fully over. And then it'll bring you guys over to Scribe's stream. So I will see you over there. I'm going to jump in myself, and let's get this damn invasion in progress. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big thanks. I'm not going to play my outro song today because I do got to get going like right now. But thank you to our damn best member right now, Joe Correa, as well as our damn Sugar Bowdy ADP, still coming in with the $67.95. You're awesome. Thank you to all of our damn elite. Thank you to all of our damn contributors. You guys are amazing. You make this possible. And I will see you over on Scribe's stream.